Good morning, everybody. Happy Whacky Wednesday. It's the 13th of September. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? So, as we move into today, I have gotten some messages about holding your own power. And when we allow others to make decisions or choices on our behalf, we give up enough of our power to know that possibly these choices may not be the best for us in this moment or in the upcoming future. Or if it seems like it's a-okay now, it still might not be okay for us in the future. But either way, we are participating in giving up our power, interacting with the powers that be around us. And some of these people may be people we love and we trust. And at this moment, it's just something we don't want to handle or deal with. So we allow someone else to give their contribution of comments or lead us in a way that makes decisions on our behalf, known and unknown, that you've just been led. Some of them are obvious, you're being led by your nose, and some of them very subtle. But when you sit and reflect on things that have occurred up into this moment in relationships, friends, intimate, work, parents, whatever guidance systems have been surrounding you up into this moment, you may look back and realize, wow, I allowed some decisions to be made on my behalf that really did not serve my highest good. And then allow me to stop, drop, sit in the moments that led up to these decisions being made or surrounding the decision being made. And you ask yourself, was there any inner guiding force that didn't agree with that decision-making process? Was there any part of me that had some hesitation or maybe felt choiceless? And so remember, all things have consequences, good, bad, and indifferent. And so leading up to this moment, coming to the realization that decisions really must be made from the inner core of you, in the who of the universe. And the who requires the embodiment of your soul, helping your physical and physical environment to navigate and make better decisions based on a higher plane of existence. And we need to take responsibility for however it is that we chose to participate, whether it wasn't participating at all. You know, there's many people that get in relationships that just allow the other person to make most of the decisions. Look at marital relationship. Who takes over the money situation? Who takes over the homemaking situation? And is that the best utilization of your energies of where you are now? And then is that the best utilization of your energies and your talents, using your time? And then are you able to adapt and tweak moving forward in that relationship to maybe adjust who's handling what? And so that's where you get into companionship, compatibility of energetics, because the energies are forever changing. Someone's plate may be extremely full, someone's a little less in the moment. So perhaps you can step over and step into helping someone take something off of their plate that they are responsible for, they've committed to. myself someone who can handle a lot on my plate. And so I have a tendency to step in and help others and just do it because I can do it rather quickly or with less gripe and bark or backbiting. And then I find myself going, why did I do that? Why did I take that off their plate? Why did I keep it off their plate without having some kind of conversation? Because then it winds up on my plate for what feels like eternity. And then I have to fight to get it back off my plate. And then I sometimes feel like I'm wrong because, or made to feel like I'm wrong because I accepted it, so therefore somebody gave it to me, and then therefore it's now my responsibility, and why am I giving it back? Do you see what I'm saying? So be careful what you take off other people's plates, because it may be lessons in which they need to learn to groom themselves for the future. Maybe it's lessons that the other person needs to viscerally step in and see, sense, and feel the consequences, rewards, good, bad, and indifferent. So learn where your power is and how you pivot on the demographics of the plates in your life, the plates of the earth, the plates in which you walk, the plates in which you participate on a daily basis. And I just realized I've been talking so long that I think I missed my exit. So I'm going to sign off here and get off the highway, turn back around for my appointment. All right? So I gave the power over for talking, and then I completely zone out when that power happens because my higher power has stepped in to discuss, and then I completely lose all place of gravity, so to speak, on where I am. And as it turns out, I haven't missed my exit at all. It's actually up here coming. But sometimes when I go into these places of doing messaging, I can literally almost have liftoff. And then as the message ends, I wound up more fully aware of my demographic scenario, and which brings me to the message that I should always do them when I'm driving. However, that's when I get a lot of messages, is when I'm driving, intentionally driving. Now I want you guys to pay attention to some of the things that are happening in your surroundings. Did you notice that there was not a lot of postings on the 9/11? Now that's also because the comptrollers have control over what gets posted on the narratives. And maybe perhaps posting a lot about it would create visceral responses of independence and wanting to fight for independence when another agenda, a repeat agenda, a viral agenda was on the plate to be pushed. And perhaps they could push that agenda on that plate if people went back and saw a lot of why they're in fight mode for independence. Okay. The other thing is, I want you to pay attention to nature. I want you to pay attention to the beautiful rays of the sun and the beautiful rays of energetics that it is twinkling upon us. And there's a lot of new energies making its way to this atmosphere place. So the other day when I sat outside, I asked Source Creator, how can I be a better conduit and give great gratitude for this new energies that are coming in, that are transforming and transmuting old energies and bringing in the new. And so I sat there and allowed my body to be a conduit to suction through the energies through my body into Mother Earth, and through Mother Earth back up and through my body. So the more and more of this energy could be expedited, and that I could feel it by seeing, sensing. And I did. My body started to tingle. The colors began to be more technicolor, more vivid for me. I began to feel second chakra. Ooh. And then I began to experience hearing insects and bugs distinctly. And yesterday, I went to go lay down for a meditation, or just to have a quiet space to listen to some deep piano music, when I heard what sounded like a pitch scream in my ear. It sounded humanoid but insectoid. And so I went like this on my ear, and it faded, and then it came back, and then it felt like something landed on my ear, and it began to do this high pitch again. And so I sort of swatted it away. And do you know, whatever it was went up over my face and went directly for my right ear and did the same thing in my right ear. And so I swatted it again, and it went straight up in the air. And when I went to go like this, it was just enough out of my swatting reach, and then it disappeared. So I said to what I thought was a bug, I said, look, you reminded me of a mosquito. Mosquitoes bite, create itching. It's not what I wanted, although I was sensing and feeling that it was more than that. And I hope that I did not harm you through my swatting, because my swatting was not to kill. That's what was interesting. So I have other people, clients and friends, who are reporting different insects and noticing different things in nature that are approaching them in different ways. On my walk the other day, I had deer, and one particular small one, just stop and stare. And there was nothing I could say or do that was going to interfere with our connection. It was fearless, as was I, because it read my energy that I was not there to startle them. I was not there to disturb their grazing. And so we have the power on our plates to make decisions for ourselves that are for the highest good of now, and not to allow other agendas, other people, places, and things to make choices and decisions for us. That we are there to interact and to communicate and to collaborate and participate in many different levels of what participation may be. It may be freaking exit stage left. It may be compromising. It may be making a full-on decision. But make those decisions and those choices from the higher heart, from the higher space of you in the universe. Because you've got this. You just have to trust the who of who you are in the you of the universe. All right? So much love. You're walking, living, loving light. Own yourselves. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave me a comment. And I'll see you on the next video.